Good morning, Prince Todd, transmitting on planet Earth from Australia to all human beings living, residing on planet Earth as Earthlings. Love and hugs. Greetings. Channel 4, transmitting and ready to receive. Now touch base on, what was I going to say about the quantum physics and reverse polarizing quantum physics. Now, as you know, I love one and each and every of us living on planet Earth, irrespective of one's beliefs, one's faiths. Race doesn't come into it because we're all Earthlings, okay? We're living on planet Earth, so, and the connectedness of everything into oneness, and even your duality connects your duality into oneness. But as I said, it's a balancing. You balance it all. As I say, I love each and one of you, and I push this positive energy out there. I keep pushing me positive and the pure light. The pure light goes out to each and every one of us. And, I love everyone as a wholeness. As I said, irrespective of anything. Okay? So don't put man-made bullshit into it or as different labels and so forth, because it just doesn't come into it. That's man-made crap, and that's done from your elites to conquer and divide again. Get back to your spiritual, being a spiritual being. And I touch base on that with the Stardust. Now, this is what it is. Love of all faiths and belief, races, nations, as we are all Earthlings, spiritual beings as human beings. Man-made racism by elites to divide and conquer and to control the masses. Okay, my message beautifully expresses the idea of universal love and connection among all people, regardless of their backgrounds, acknowledging we are all Earthlings and spiritual beings, emphasizes our shared humanity and the potential for compassion across cultures and beliefs. Now, this is how we advance. This is how we advance as a unity, as a wholeness and connectedness. It is true that racism and division can serve the interests of a select few, creating a power dynamic that allows elites to control and exploit societal divisions by promoting unity, understanding, respect for one another. We can challenge these man-made barriers and work toward a more inclusive and harmonious world. Embracing our differences as strength and fostering dialogue can help break down the walls that divide us. Love and empathy can act as powerful tools for change, right? Helping to build bridges between communities. This is what I do. I said that before. And 11, 22, 33 are my master numbers, okay? The destiny, expression, life path and maturity number 33. To hear and help and assist humanity on planet Earth as Earthlings and spiritual beings. Now, what I just said, 11, 22 and 33. Now, this came Tuesday, 23rd of December, but look at the time, 11:22. Two master numbers. My expression and destiny number and my life path number. Now, getting back to where we were, build bridges between communities, encouraging a collective movement toward justice and equality. In essence, the vision of a world where love transcends boundaries and brings people together can serve as a foundation, or build foundations, for creating a just and peaceful society. The concept of reversing polarities in quantum physics, spirituality and biblical interpretations is not a single established theory but a metaphorical ideal explored in New Age and mystical discussions. Mystical, alchemy. There's a lot of shit, I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff out here that we haven't embraced yet, or we just haven't got that ancient knowledge back yet. It'll come to us, It's coming to me every day. Okay, so mystical discussions. It involves shifting the perception of duality toward a unified oneness. This is what I just spoke to you about. Often linking quantum principles like observer, effect, and entanglement to spiritual concepts of consciousness and divine connection. Okay, you can connect to the super universe. Connectedness, the human mind, connectedness to the super universe. Sensational. Now, our consciousness can connect with the whole universe, scientists say, 13th of December 2025. Only a recent discovery. Now, John 4:17, quantum entanglement. Hereon is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day judgment, because as he is, so are we in this world. This verse speaks of profound interconnectedness between believers and God, mirroring the entanglement of particles in quantum physics. Corinthians 12:12, KJV, the Bible states, for as the body is one and hath many members, and all the members of that body, being many, are one body, so also is Christ. Now, the 90% brain is developed. 90% of the brain is developed by the age 5, and that's why they put you in school at the age of 5. And then that's when they doctrinate you. But if we teach a bit more peace, love, harmony, and light, and the truth, it'd be great. It'd be harmonious, great and goodness, majestic world to live in. As I said, but they brainwash 5-year-olds with their doctrines and all their bullshit. Okay, so the phase 90% brain, there's another phase too, and the keys. Highlights that a child's brain undergoes incredibly rapid development in the first 5 years, reaching nearly full size and establishment, crucial architecture for lifelong learning, health and well-being through intense neural connections formed from genes and experiences. That's your DNA and your genes that you get, I think, 50% of your male and female ancestors. Emphasising the vital role of early nurturing, nutrition and positive interactions in shaping this foundation. Now, the elites knew about this, and that's what they've been doing for hundreds of years, trying to doctrinate you through your education, teaching their dark shit to you, basically, the dark side. You're being taught the dark side. You're not being taught the light, the truth. That's why you're brainwashed and you just don't know any better. It's not your fault because you've been brainwashed and you've been manipulated. Okay, so shaping this foundation. Now we need to have a shared values of peace and harmony. Most global faiths advocate for these core principles to achieve harmony, but they change the dogmata of it all and shit like that. Only teach you what they want to teach you for control. Now, the golden rule of all of it, this is the golden rule. Remember the golden light that goes in your chakra crown? Remember I taught you that golden light? Well, the golden rule. The principle of treating others as one will wish to be treated is found in nearly every major religion. And I've touched base on that before. Treat those how you want to be treated as yourself. And compassion and love. Traditions such as Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Buddhism, all emphasize compassion and love as the foundation for world peace and human interaction. Okay? Interconnectedness, many Eastern and mystical traditions like Taoism or Taoism, Hindu, Avata, and Vedanta. Sorry if these aren't pronounced, but you get the normal gist. And remember, I'll be back with you in a jiffy. That's a scientific fact about time itself. I'll be back in a jiffy. I didn't know that, but I do now. Belief that everything in the universe is connected to one source, and recognizing this oneness, or recognizing this oneness leads to deep life satisfaction and peace. Okay. Okay, so we as a whole in Judaism, Christianity and Islam are all Arabic faiths that believe in one supreme creator God, often referred to as the same God, through their understandings of his nature, differ significantly, especially concerning the Trinity in Christianity versus the strict oneness, Tawhid, in Islam. While Muslims see Jesus as a revered prophet, Christians view him as a divine son of God. I just see him as my brother, as a loving brother that tried to get us up on the higher consciousness, on your higher frequencies. Unfortunately, the world wasn't ready for it back then. A loving brother. And he was a prince. Okay, so the same God, often referred as the same God through their understandings of nature, differ significantly with Jesus. Similarities. I have to get this printer working. The shared God. We all share the same God and the same oneness, and we go back to the same source. As I said, this religion, we're all earthlings, we're all spiritual beings, human beings. A lot of shit's been pushed in there to divide and conquer. And these elites, archons, dark archons, for the dark side in general, the dark side, okay? Get with the alliance, the allegiance of the light, Okay. Abrahamic faiths that believe in one supreme created God and referred to, what I just said, all the faiths, Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and all Abrahamic faiths that believe in one supreme created God, often referred to as the same God, through their understandings of his nature differ significantly, especially concerning the Trinity in Christianity versus a strict oneness, Tawhid, in Islam, while Muslims see Jesus, we just said that, revered prophet, Christians view him as divine, son of God, creating the core theological distinction despite shared roots in the same thing, the shared God. One God, all three traditions worship a single, all-powerful, all-knowing, eternal God, the creator of the universe, going back to our ancient roots. They trace their spiritual lineage to the patriarch Abraham and share common prophets like Moses. Core attributes: God is seen as merciful, just, and the source of revelations. Allah in Arabic, the word for God is Allah, used by Arab Christians and Muslims, highlighting logistic connections. And these values, love, peace, light, truth, justice, integration, and unity, are essential for fostering a harmonious and just society. Here's more reflection on each value and its significance. Love. Love is the most powerful force for connection and empathy. It encourages us to look beyond differences, fostering relationships based on care, understanding, and mutual support. And as discussed constructively. And then cultivating peace involves active listening, understanding differing perspectives, and solving conflicts through dialogue. That's your peace. So we went, love, peace, light. That was peace. Light symbolises, we go into light. Light symbolises hope and enlightenment. It represents the pursuit of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, guiding individuals and committed to the communities toward a brighter future and dispelling the shadows of, darkness and fear. Okay? Dispel it. Cast it out. Truth. A commitment to truth promotes transparency and honesty in all relationships, whether personal, societal. Embracing truth empowers individuals to stand against injustice and deception, create accountability, and build trust among our communities. All on planet Earth, as earthlings, human beings, spiritual beings. Justice. My favourite is justice with a capital J. Upholding justice means advocating for fairness and equality for all. It involves recognising and addressing social, economic, and political disparities. In endos too, there's a lot of ambiguity out there in endos and ambiguity, isn't it? Is that how you pronounce it? But I know there's a lot of that shit out there too, which is disparities. Ensuring that every person has a voice and access to their rights. Integration. Integration highlights the importance of exclusively and collaboration across diverse groups, promotes the idea that our differences enrich our communities and groups and so forth, politicals and religious, and that by working together we can achieve shared goals for everybody. And unity is oneness, connectedness to the one source. Okay, unity emphasizes the strength found in diversity and solidarity. Now, solidarity, this is what your synchronicities are doing. I've been hearing solidarity nearly every day, which is a great, good thing. It's very, very good. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for getting this message across. It calls for collective action. I'm saying collective action and mutual and actual support to tackle global challenges. When united, the whole world, all our communities, because this is where we live as earthlings, can create powerful movements for change, new beginnings, life, death, rebirth, transformation. New beginnings. In embodying and promoting these values in our lives, we can create spaces where everyone feels valued and empowered. They remind us of our shared humanity and the importance of working together to build a world sparked by compassion. Everyone's got that spark. You just got to find that spark and bang, it's going to be ignited. Not only in Australia for Australians, but the global world, the globe. We know as Earth, as earthlings, we live here. A lot of things have been oppressed and suppressed. But this is where love, peace and light, and what I'm here for, is to push the truth out there. The pure light, the pure truth. Everything becomes pure. They remind us of our shared humanity and importance working together to build a world sparked by compassion, understanding and respect. And we've got to go back to responsibility, discipline and punishment. These values can guide us in both personal relationships and broader societal interactions, leading to a more just and peaceful existence for all. Well, I hope you love that, and I hope and faith is another 2. But love, peace, light, truth, justice, integration and unity was discussed in detail. And I hope I have crystallization out there and clarity. Okay, we're all here for a bigger, brighter future that one couldn't, the normal person will not comprehend it. But I am here to put that understanding and say you can comprehend the bigger picture, the huge bigger picture. Okay, let's go to some cards. What are we doing in time? Time will be turning around. Bang, 22 minutes. 22 minutes. This is where we got to, 22 minutes. Basically, took me the Master 22 to get this point and message out there. And that it definitely has clarity. Definitely has clarity. And this is what Prince Todd is here to do. As I say, my mission, my passion, my function, my destiny, and my authentic. Just be your authentic self and keep pushing the truth out there in purity. There is no wrong with truth, I'm telling you. You just can't go wrong telling the truth. There is no wrong. You just stay away from that darkness, keep pushing your truth out there. And with consistency, it wears down that darkness resisting. The dark matter. Okay, the dark matter. Okie dokie, so what have we got here? Make music. You know I love music. Get into that frequency and the vibration of music. Honouring your true feelings. Going back to your true, authentic self. Beautiful, guys. As I say, I love everyone out there. It's unfortunate that there's a few fanatics. And look, fanatics is not just Islam. As we saw it, I think it was back in the 60s and 70s with the Protestants and Catholics were attacking each other. There was fanatical groups on each side there. So don't pigeonhole just the one group, because the fanatics are everywhere. Okay? Demons, perhaps demons. As I've met demons before. You may laugh and say this and that, but have you met a demon? Well, I wouldn't be laughing because I have. Okay, and I speak the truth. I just put the truth out there to you guys, because this is what I do. And I accept everything put on my plate in front of me until I get the facts. And once the facts come in, well then I make those difficult decisions. And the decisions, and it must be made. It's needed to be made. Okie dokie. I know it's tough and it's hard, and it's very, as I said, it's very hard to comprehend and understand, but I'm sure I'm trying to make it easier for you guys. And from my first first vid I put down. Yeah, I was a bit amateur at doing these videos, but I'm more comfortable. I'm more comfortable talking to you guys and confident. And as I said, go in the archives and look at my first one, and then come in and look at this one, and I don't know. You tell me if I'm progressing. I'm pretty sure, and I feel pretty confident that we're progressing in leaps and bounds because I keep putting the truth out there. And see, the lamp, light the lamp and the light will lead you guys to prosperity. He's maybe the old hermit, the lovely hermit. Soul searching, a lot of soul searching out there. Introspection, contemplation, wisdom, truth seeking. Being alone. I don't want anyone to feel alone out there. We're all in this together. Okay, it's all about connectedness. Independence, inner guidance, meditation and consciousness. Lifting your whole consciousness up. As I say, there's some out there with no conscience whatsoever, and that's the actions you see with the fanatics, because there's just no conscience. And it's meant a big mental health issue, and some are unable to be helped. Because that's their mindset in madness, unfortunately. And as I said, it can happen in any group. It could be religious, it could be political. You've just got to, as I said, keep your emotions in check. It's that balance act. Cool, calm and collective, and the job still gets done. As I said, put the facts on the table and full reports. And logical, whatever's logical, coherence, okay? And then you make the difficult decisions. As I said, I love everybody in this country, irrespective. You are all human beings, and I love every single one of you. Because that's just the way it is, and as it is. And that's the truth. See, selflessness and integration, and that's what they're surrogating. They're volunteering, or it's all voluntary that they're surrogation in Australia. There's no need to. We're a loving race here in Australia, and just love, peace and harmony. I met Sam. Sam was a practicing Muslim. He was a beautiful man, a beautiful soul. Sam would do anything for, irrespective of anyone, because that's what he followed it by the book, Sam. And most people practicing Islam and stuff, that faith, are beautiful people. It's just that they've got a couple of fanatics in their groups. And they'll toss out those fanatics when it's coming in personal for them guys and ruining their lives here in Australia. They'll deal with it, trust me. Their hierarchy in their belief system and faith will deal with it. Those fanatics. It's said, all live in peace, harmony and light here in Australia. It is a very sacred land. Very sacred. Ancient. And it holds a lot of ancient knowledge and wisdom. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Any questions you want to ask? I'll give you the answer. Temperaments. Knock out all the evil shit, eh? All the evil, dark stuff. I'm telling you, it's all coming to light. It's all coming to light. The Emperor again. I've just drew it again. The Wheel of Fortune again. Why they keep coming out? And they're stacked together. And the Eight of Wands this time. The Eight of Wands is a yes too. The answer is, It's yes. It's yes. As I said, when you're all out for pushing humanity into a connectedness and oneness and to the one source, and we just live in love, peace and harmony and putting prosperity out there and feeding people that can't get fed, homeless people that can't put a roof over there, we've got to start looking after each and everyone what humanity and empathy does. Pull me knights out there. Knights will do their job. Knight of Cups, creativity, being charm, imagination, beauty, knight in shining armour, following the heart, Prince Charming and proposals. It's all here. It's all before you guys. And the Hermit, I said the Hermit before. The lamp or the torch and the light, and you just got that inner spark and lift yourselves up to your true authentic selves and the best of your abilities. That's what I was trying to find the other day. My best of my abilities and my gifts and growth and nurturing. Keep your mind active every day, even if it does puzzles and solving puzzles and problems. And have an interest, go play golf, go fishing, go for a walk in the bush. Just keep your mind active and on positive thoughts. That's why I won't go into it, but I've seen a lady on the thing last night. I don't talk shit like that. I just say it will not happen again. They're positive thoughts. Anything else are negative. You just say it will not happen again. And they're positive thoughts, and that goes out and connects throughout the super universe. And it will not happen again. Well, God listens too, doesn't he? And the Emperor, as I said, I'm all about respect, leadership, stability, structure, rules and power. Ultimate power, of course, rests with God upstairs. Authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focus, and practicality. And I put better things there, responsibility and punishment. Harsh punishment for those who commit atrocities against humanity. Must. That's a must and a need. Organisational skills, reliability, and the ability to work hard. Hard yakka. Now the 8. I don't think I've had the 8 of Wands before. Remember the Wands? Harry Potter. Potter is in my ancestral line too. Just if anyone was curious. Have a look at the surnames. Have a look at in their ancestral names. I mean, it all adds up. Most of them are footballers in the past. And politicians, as I said, there's many people related, go forth, multiply, be fruitful. And not only that, go back and see how many are connected to Mr. Eggleton and Mrs. Eggleton. Have a look at their ancestral line. And then you got mine back in England, back in France, but all the way back to, the 5th century or, back to Jacob, Abraham, Joseph, biblical figures. Yeah, I know it's a big call. Look into it, but research. You research the blood lineage. Okay, manifestation, practicality, skill, absolute decisions, and business, and back to that ego. Cast the ego out, no time for the ego. Speed, rapid action, rapid action. Movement, there's movement at the station. Swift change, swift. Manifesting quickly, quick decisions, and air travel. I know, it's, especially with them cards, eh? Hey, isn't it glorious? What do you reckon? What do you reckon? And the Wheel of Fortune again. It's a yes. I mean, a lot of people just see it now for what it is and as it is. And at the end of the day, yes. Love and hugs. I'll put up these two again because I love me knights. Love me knights. And because I'm a knight myself. Wasn't King Arthur? King Arthur was a knight himself. And the knights of our round table. That's why they like pinching things, is darkness and dark side round table. They don't know what a round table is, trust me. But when they see me and see the pure light, like Wayne Swan did, I've already put it in as an exercise. I've already put it in the play. I know what they do when they see me. Barnaby Joyce. Ask Barnaby Joyce how he felt when he saw me and what I said. As I said, it's all recorded up on stage when I done that my first speech to the public. Have a look at the other candidates on stage and see if they squirm or go red or stuff like that. Have a look into it. Anyway, love, peace, light, happiness. We go forward in unity and integration. We integrate with each other as human beings should be doing at a higher spirituality, higher frequencies, vibration, and squash the dark side, deep state. You know what I call them, criminals, gangsters. They've all infiltrated and hoodwinked the people and hijacked our system. So we take back the reins again. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! And remember, coo-wee! Love and hugs, everybody out there. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen. Take care. Stay safe over Christmas. I think it's the 23rd now, so 2 days. What is it? 2 more sleeps, isn't it? Sleep tonight, sleep tomorrow. Yeah, Christmas Eve tomorrow. Not sure if I'll do a vid, but you see me, you see me, you see me, you don't. And what you see is what you get. Truth and authentic selves. Okay, Channel 4 transmitting, and I am ready to receive. And bye for now. Merry Christmas.